some people don't do this, please secure an alien employment permit from the Department of Labor and Employment. So DOLE. This is where you need to get your alien employment permit, or AEP. A lot of our processes here in the Philippines, as you know, is very tedious because this visa is actually, what you need to prove in this visa is that no other Filipino can do the job.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Esme and welcome to Roger and Esme Vlogs. So today we have a special guest. But before anything else, daghang salamat sa inyong paghigugma o pagsuporta sa among channel. Thank you so much for your love and support, guys. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell for new uploads or new videos. So, who is this lovely lady that we have today? So can you introduce your name?
Hi, I'm Heidi. I am the owner and managing director of CNG Consulting.
Yes, of course. Most of you would wonder, what is CNG? So she would explain that right now.
So CNG Consulting is basically what I like to call an expat one-stop shop. So we help expats that come here to the Philippines with their immigration concerns. So if you want to move here and require a visa, we help you with that. We also help with business registration. If you want to start a business here in the Philippines, we're here for you. So basically anything that involves expats and the government and basically settling here in the Philippines.
So this, guys, is for business visa. So if a foreigner is starting a business here in the Philippines, what type of visa would they process?
Okay, that depends. So some clients of ours actually get the 9G working visa, which is again valid for 1, 2, or 3 years, depending on what you apply for. Some of our clients, if they are employing more than 10 Filipinos on a regular basis, you can actually get a visa called a special visa for employment generation. This is an indefinite visa here in the Philippines. That means for as long as you have 10 Filipinos working for you on a regular basis, you can get this visa. Next would be the special investors residence visa. This visa actually requires you to invest 75,000 USD. But then this 75,000 USD, you can funnel into an investment in your company or an investment in publicly listed corporations.
Wow.
So the other visas, for example, the 13A and the SRRV, you can actually work with these visas. Yeah, so you can involve it in your business. Sometimes retirees actually do business here, or those that are married with Filipinas. So all you need to do, and please, if you have a visa, and some people don't do this, please secure an alien employment permit from the Department of Labor and Employment. So DOLE. This is where you need to get your alien employment permit, or AEP.
And that is really important. Because if you are the type of person that wants your share, so you need to process it.
Yes, exactly. So these three are most of the visas that our clients get from us.
The most common ones.
The most common ones, yes.
Okay. So when it comes to huge establishment, like same as call center, what are those types of visas that they need to process?
So I would recommend 9G and SVEG. Because call centers are normally big, right?
Yes.
So if you have 10 employees, I would recommend SVEG because the requirements are not as difficult. And then 9G working visa, it's also fairly easy to get as long as you have a sponsor company. So my recommendation is really this top two. But if you have other, qualifications, then we can talk about it. And then I can assess which visa is best fit for you.
Okay, perfect. How long can you keep the business visa in the Philippines?
It depends. So a lot of the ones that I mentioned are indefinite, meaning for as long as they have the requirements here in the Philippines, then they can have this visa. But the ones that have a time limit is just the 9G working visa.
Okay.
Yeah. And make sure the qualifications are still there. For example, the SVEG, 10 Filipinos employed, and SIRV, as long as you have your investment here in the Philippines.
Okay, so you need to invest. And are there a specific amount for investment?
No, but if you're getting an SIRV, then that's the time you need to invest 75,000 USD.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's a lot.
That's a lot, I know. But if you have a BPO company, I don't think that's a lot.
So what is the 9G visa?
So the 9G visa is a working visa. This is the visa where you need a company sponsor to be able to get this visa in the Philippines. In applying for this, depending on your capitalization, if it's less than 200,000 USD subscribed capital, you need an alien authority to employ alien, which is you get this from the Department of Justice. Next would be the Alien Employment Permit, which you will get from the Department of Labor. Next would be your visa application with the Bureau of Immigration. So these are the 3 requirements. Process time for this is 3 to 4 months. And then, basic requirements are your business registration. So either SEC or DTI, your company income tax return, employment contract, tax identification number for the employee, and then 2 understudies or 2 Filipinos that can basically take over the job. Because this visa is actually, what you need to prove in this visa is that no other Filipino can do the job. So that's why we need to hire a foreign worker.
Okay.
So when you're applying to this, just specify that, what is the advantage of hiring this foreigner? Why can't we hire a Filipino?
Okay, so you need to just be specific of it, that
Yes.
you need a foreign person to do the job. Okay.
Exactly.
Which is debatable but easy to debate.
Yes. Yeah. So what I normally do is, for example, you're hiring a worker for a restaurant, and the cuisine is French.
Yes.
And so you have specific requirements, like say, oh, we need someone who has X amount of experience working for a French restaurant. We need this person to have graduated or have certification from this French school. So just keep in mind that you really, really need to prove why, for example, this French person is the chef for your restaurant.
Yes.
And why can't the Filipino person be the chef of your French restaurant?
Yes.
Yeah.
So as I said, it's debatable, but it's easy to debate because,
Yes.
As she said in an example, a French person has more of the knowledge than a Filipino ones.
Yes. Yes.
Because they know the cuisine thoroughly.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And the next question is, what is the advantage of hiring an agency?
Well, a lot of our processes here in the Philippines, as you know, is very tedious. A lot of the requirements in the list of requirements are not the actual requirements. So usual situation is an expat goes to the government agency, follows all the instructions, and then you go and submit, and then they will tell you, oh, you actually need 2 photocopies. Oh, actually you need this certified. Oh, actually this you need notarized. So our job is to make it as convenient and as easy for you as possible.
Yes.
So a lot of our clients don't really have to appear much. So we take care of everything. We prepare all the documentations. The good thing here is what I really aim for, and our processes still need to improve. I don't want you to think. I don't want you to think when we're doing the process itself. Of course, I want you to think when you're thinking of a visa. But I don't want you to think in terms of process. I want my employees to hold your hand at all the government agencies and be there for you when we're processing it. So I want it to be less hassle. I don't want it to line up. And the goal really for me is, as we grow as a company, is to make everything as convenient as possible for our clients.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to line up, guys.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Exactly.
Yes, we undergo that all the time. Small things.
Yeah.
Line up.
Line up.
Yes.
Yeah, there's always a lineup. There's a lot of Filipinos, so there's a lot of lining up to do.
Yeah, especially in big cities.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of expats now, so there's more lines than you could possibly imagine.
Yes.
Yeah, and time is money. So
Yes.
if you have the time, for sure you can do it, but there's gonna be a lot of headaches, and hiring an agency definitely saves you time from the research, the headaches. It gives you basically a hassle-free experience.
Yes.
And the knowledge of the agencies, because this is what we do. We're here because we have the knowledge of processing these visas.
Yes, and it's a thorough explanation and the easy one that you can understand right away. Not just a person that would just hand over requirements and it's not all the requirements.
Exactly.
Yes,
100%.